Hello there, my name is Michael Maynard, and what you're looking at there is the EOD kit by Sparrows. And we're going to review this over the next 5 or 10 minutes, guys, and by way of a sort of a summary, I absolutely love this thing. It's a tool, not a toy. It's very definitely a very practical set of bypass tools and entry tools. But we'll talk about that in a second. Now, the first thing I need to do is get the legal stuff out of the way. This was supplied to me by PickPals, these guys here over in Australia, as a review sample. So I'm not getting paid by PickPals to do the review, and I won't be keeping the kit either. I will be giving this away at the end of the video. So let's just, be honest here. I'm not biased, and I'm not doing PickPals a favour here, trying to pump up their product. Now, with that said, this is a brilliant set of equipment, and it is designed for guys who need to get into locks legitimately as part of their occupation. So we're talking locksmiths, we're talking military, we're talking police, we're talking the security industry, we're talking repossessions, those kind of guys. This is a kit designed to make their life easier. So with that in mind, what Sparrows have done here is put together a set of tools that are not particularly great for lock sport. Now, if you are a lock sporter, you don't want to buy this as your first kit. You should have a Sparrows Vorax or a Monstrum, something like that. But if you've already got one of those kits and you want something that you're going to take with you every day, I mean, nobody's going to lug a Monstrum kit around, right? If you want something that you're going to take out with you every day, then this is the kit to have. It fits in this lovely little Velcro pouch. This thing's small. I mean, that's fitting into my hand pretty easily there. That will easily fit in your pocket, and I think Sparrows have done well to keep the size down. Now, what I'm not going to do here is demonstrate the use of every single item in this kit, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, it would make the video far too long, and secondly, you guys that use this stuff for a living, you know what this stuff does anyway, okay? So I am going to describe the function of these things, but we're not going to have an in-depth, blow-by-blow account of me using each instrument. So, first things first, we have got a Slim Jim. This is used for opening doors that have got a live latch, which means that you can slide the pick in down between the door and the jamb, hook the little latch out of the way and open the thing. It's really well constructed, that's good and solid, and I have tried this out myself. That thing works. Next thing on the list is the Wafer Jigglers. These are designed for getting into things like filing cabinet locks with wafers. This is a brilliant set, guys. There are 4 different shapes. Each shape has got 2 different sides to it, so you've effectively got 8 different profiles there. I've tried this out on a couple of filing cabinets at work, and it just went straight through them. So again, really well constructed, and the shapes there are really well thought out. Next, we have the tension wrenches. These are Sparrows standard ones. They make these by the 1,000. 3 different widths, 2 different styles. You guys know what tension wrenches do, they just work. Now, bypass knife. The bypass knife is excellent, and these things have a habit of breaking, okay? The idea here is that you ram this up into the guts of a simple padlock or a simple luggage lock, something like a suitcase lock. And use it to poke and activate the cam or whatever it is that's doing the actual locking. They do have a habit of snapping. This one actually looks like it's fairly well made and fairly solid. The other thing I like about this, the shape is real gimmicky, okay, it goes along with the EOD name, but it fits in your hand really nicely, and I think I like this more to do with the way that it feels than the way that it looks, frankly. Next thing is what I think is a Sparrows Octo Rake. They have just rebranded it with the EOD branding. Now, absolutely truthfully, guys, if I was using this kit for real, I would probably use this thing first, and I think this tool is probably worth buying the kit just to get this thing alone, really. It is a combination of a rake and a jiggler, and because it is so wide, it is also its own turning tool, so you don't need a tension wrench with this. You get it in the lock, you wriggle around and away you go. You don't really need a lot of finesse with this, and this is the reason that a lot of guys try this first. You don't need a lot of skill, but even an unskilled user can make it work pretty well. Big and thick handle, you could use this wearing gloves easy, and you still have enough feel. Okay, the next three things on the list are 3 rakes. You guys that are into lock sport, these are going to be more familiar to you probably. This is the standard Sparrows Bogatar, 3 peaks, twin peak, slightly different distance between the peaks than the Bogatar, and there's a good old-fashioned snake rake there as well. Light tension, 5 and 6 pin locks, get through those easy. The next one on the list is a half diamond. The half diamond is the granddaddy of all pick shapes. The half diamond has been around for about a century, and again, for you guys that use this and know how it works, it needs no introduction, but for you guys who don't, it is a combination of a rake and a pick. So you get into a lock, real light tension, rake it and set as many pins as you can set by raking, and then because you got your wee diamond on the end there, you can get in there and hook up and single pin pick the rest. And if you can't get to them by single pin picking with this thing, just say the bitting is a little bit tricky on the lock. Last but not least, you have got, if I can get it in the right light for you, a modified Sparrows short hook as well. Now they have modified it to make it a little bit more robust. So here's the Sparrows short hook that you're going to use in your workshop. You got time and you're going to be fairly delicate, and you're not going to be giving it a hard life. This, on the other hand, is going to get used out of doors. You might have gloves on, it might be freezing cold and you're a bit stumble fingered, so they have made that a little bit more solid and a little bit more resilient. So that's what you get for your money. Gentlemen, this is an excellent kit, and I want to summarise it. I want to go over it again, okay? If you are into lock sport and you're going to sit inside, this isn't your main kit. You are going to have a bigger, better, more delicate kit. So again, the Vorax or the Monstrum, and then maybe have this as a secondary thing. On the other hand, you guys who need to get out and open locks for a living, so locksmiths, military, security industry, that sort of guys, gentlemen, this is a goddamn excellent kit for that. It is worth every single cent. So there you have it, guys. Well made, well designed, well thought out, and well priced. I like this kit. I think Sparrows has done a good job. Now we're going to give it away. I am going to make the giveaway open to anyone who is a subscriber to my channel and who leaves a comment in the box below. So hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment. We'll do the draw on this in a couple of weeks' time, and I will publish the winner later on. So thanks for watching, guys. Please leave comments, please subscribe, please enter to win. My name's Michael Maynard.